All right, we got a tag match here, Brett. It's going to be Mike McCloud and Derek Ryze against Rocky Starr and B.J. Hancock. And this is match number 3 out of a best-of-5 series for the vacated tag titles.
Indeed it is. These two teams very familiar with one another. All 4 of these guys, it's little known, all 4 of these guys have trained together. They broke into the business together. They know these guys could probably wrestle one another blindfolded, but the rivalry between them has never ended over the course of their 8-year careers.
Yeah, Ryze and Hancock at one time had a very strong tag team.
Well, here's the thing. At one point, almost every one of these guys has teamed up with another one. Rocky Starr and B.J. Hancock were the Dark Dynasty. Derek Ryze and Mike McCloud, who were partnered up, were the Cardiac Kids at one time. You had Hancock with B.J. Hancock and Derek Ryze. The Delinquents were Mike McCloud and Rocky Starr. There's so much history in this match. These guys all know each other so well. That was your little history lesson for the day, Dan.
I'm absolutely mind-boggled.
Well, believe me, they've made no bones about telling me their history.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. All right. It looks like...
Slap to the face and a kick to the back.
Mike McCloud and Derek Ryze mean business. They want to be the RWA Tag Team Champions so bad. Derek Ryze runs into the rope, knee to the face of B.J. Hancock. Goes for the cover, hooks the leg.
I'll tell you what, Derek Ryze and B.J. Hancock, I say they have a history. And McCloud's going to tag in to send B.J. in the ropes. Elbow smash. There's a lot of what ifs could happen in this match.
So they are, and what factor is this going to have? Whoever comes out on top of this in this best-of-5 series. That's one thing that our general manager GQ neglected to give us in our notes this evening was the score right now in this series.
Yeah, I don't know either. He was overly concerned with his wardrobe when I went to speak to him. So,
in fact, if I remember, when I heard the announcements tonight, the gentleman in the ring actually had to remind him this was a best-of-5 series. He was under the impression best-of-3. He signs the contracts here, doesn't he?
You don't reckon he takes a drink every now and again, do you?
I don't know what the story is, but it seems like a mountain of misinformation. As Derek Ryze and Mike McCloud have the advantage.
All right, Ryze and Hancock going toe-to-toe.
I think Rocky Starr has a bit of the attention deficit disorder as he's too busy concerned with the fans at ringside, not enough on this tag team championship or series match. Well, it looks like BJ and Rocky are going to regroup here. As McCloud and Ryze are wondering what's going on, they charge after him. Well, BJ goes up. They both go over the top. They're going to try to skin the cat. I don't know if they can do it. BJ not able to do it. Drop kick. Both of them go out to the floor. BJ hits the wall hard out at ringside.
It didn't work. Man.
Springboard moonsault by Derek Ryze. Tremendous move, Dan. I hope we got that on film.
We got it. Derek Ryze was planning a move ahead.
I am not afraid to say this. Derek Ryze, one of the most technically gifted athletes in RWA. Cannot say enough good things about this kid. He's got the potential to go places someday.
Only thing that can hold him back, Brett, is Derek Ryze just a little too small.
Yeah, size not on his side, but sometimes it's the smallest athletes that have the biggest heart.
Right, now he does have the heart of a lion and tremendous ability, tremendous agility, but what would he do if he got in the ring with somebody like a Phil Shatter? He'd get eat for lunch.
He has, and in fact, here in this very ring, in an RWA ring, he did have a match with Phil Shatter I believe last year for the RWA Championship was unsuccessful in his attempt, but put up a valiant effort against the much larger Shatter. And even here, against Rocky Starr, he's giving up, maybe 20 pounds and certainly about 40 pounds or so with B.J. Hancock.
All right, and Rocky's not the biggest guy in the world either. He weighs about 180 pounds, but I don't know, right now he's been dumped out on the floor. It's not looking good. Hancock fighting him on the floor. Referee got off. Oh man, confusion everywhere.
Almost sent those ring steps into the entranceway. I don't call running him into the ring steps helping somebody up.
Not hardly.
I don't think B.J. Hancock's ever told a lie that wasn't his own. He's got a great one about beating a Hall of Famer in Hacksaw Jim Duggan. You ought to hear it sometime.
Some of these guys have really overactive imaginations, Brett.
Their imagination's about as overactive as their egos are inflated. Tag made, B.J. Hancock back in. Derek Ryze trying to get out of the corner. Rocky Starr was holding on to him. Uppercut, rocks Derek Ryze. Runs up, spring. Oh, Ryze was in to catch him with double knees to the chest. But as you can see, there's too much taken out of Ryze. He needs to make the tag. B.J. Hancock goes after him. Smart wrestling by B.J. Hancock in not letting Derek Ryze make the tag.
Knee drop, got him in trouble here. Tries for a fall, can't do it yet.
Forearm shot sends Ryze into the rope. And another one. Irish whip in. Picks him up. Double knees to the chest by Ryze onto Hancock.
Looked like Brew Bernard just passed in front of our camera. I thought he was dead.
Big boy just kind of darkened the screen. Ryze needs to make the tag, but it was tripped up by Hancock. Drags him back into the corner. Tag made to Rocky Starr. Into the rope. Drops the knee to the back of the head of Derek Ryze.
Derek Ryze in trouble. And Rocky Starr with the upper hand with the fist. I'd say both these guys need a tag real bad. Derek Ryze worse than the other.
Now he's just slapping him. You do not want to anger Derek Ryze. He may be a small guy, but he does have a temper. It's almost kind of an Incredible Hulk thing. You wouldn't like him when he's angry. Spinning kick to the head of Rocky Starr. This may be the opening that Derek Ryze needs to tag. Instead, he's going to go for the cover.
Yeah, he rocked him big time.
There's so many things that got to be going through your head. And I mean, on one hand, you need to make the tag. On the other, if you've got your opponent worn down, you're going to want to pin him.
Right. All right, Hancock coming in, stomping away.
They have done a great job of cutting the ring in half and keeping Derek Ryze on their side. Scoops him up. Look at...
Kind of like a torture rack, Brett.
What in the world is this? Dropkick to the head. He had Derek Ryze folded up. It almost looked like his foot was touching the back of his own head.
All right, Starr and McCloud having some words.
Well, we got a roll up, but the referee, distracted by Mike McCloud, misses the count.
BJ almost lost his balance on that apron.
And Derek Ryze almost put B.J. Hancock's foot in his mouth. This all-important match in a best-of-5 series for the RWA Tag Team Titles.
BJ with some knee lifts.
Again tries the clothesline. Ryze smartly gets out of the way. Catches him with that spin kick. See, B.J. Hancock went to the well one too many times. He had that trick clothesline earlier on, went for it again. Ryze remembered what happened before, was able to get out of it.
All right, he's got a tag. McCloud coming in.
This is interesting. McCloud comes in, House of Fire on B.J. Hancock. Rocky Starr perfectly content to stand on the apron. We had blind tag. Well, he's up on the ropes. Up and over, sunset flip. Rolls out of it. Both been standing, big boot. Down goes Ryze. Tag made, Mike McCloud comes back in. Blocks the shot of Hancock, gets in. Shot to the head of B.J. Hancock by Mike McCloud. Big boot to the face. Finally, Rocky Starr says, I should probably come in and do something about this.
And Rocky coming in and is getting punished. All 4 men in there at the same time right now.
Ryze went for the rewind kick, was ducked by B.J. Hancock. Tried to slam him, Ryze lands on his feet. There's the turtle power, that ace crusher. Out goes B.J. Hancock to the floor. Rocky Starr measured him. Kick to the face.
Man, he just got punished.
Rocky Starr hanging on that top rope. That's a spin cycle by Mike McCloud from the top rope. Hooks the leg, 1, 2, 3. It's over with.
McCloud and Ryze get the win.
Mike McCloud and Derek Ryze get a big victory in this best-of-5 series as they get another step closer to those vacant RWA Tag Team titles.